Hey guys. So today, my first live on YouTube. I have done this on my Facebook and I have done some Loom videos about behind the scenes at Virtual Workhorse. Hey, good morning. I'm Maureen Doss, the Virtual Workhorse. I have a team of virtual assistants. I'm an operations strategist. I'm a big dreamer. And right now I've had this on my mind to do it. And so here I am. So I'm going live today just to show you some behind the scenes and what it's like to be an entrepreneur, a women entrepreneur, building a business, running a business, what we do behind the scenes, because I don't think there's enough of that. I think, especially on social media, we see, the good, the end result, and we don't see enough of, how people got there. And so, last time I went live and shared some behind the scenes, I just shared a little bit about what I was working on. And so that's what I want this to be about. And so today, I started my day out with the struggle between, was I going to start working or was I going to go to the barn and hang out with the horses and then go get a coffee with my daughter? And I was like, "Ugh, today I'm really busy and I've got to get to the grind." And so that's what I chose today. That's not what I choose every day, but that's what I chose today. So today I got to the grind because I have a webinar this week. It's called Dream Big. It's Thursday. And while I have the whole thing automated as far as the emails going out and everything like that, I have a pre-party today. And so I wanted to make sure like everything was working for that. And I had some client calls. And then, there was the whole thing about, well, what am I going to wear today? Because I always like to get some me time in. And I don't know if you're like me, but I like to have my workout clothes on. But when you're also running a business and you have some lives to get on and you have some Zoom meetings and things like that, you need to have your Zoom outfit on. And so, yeah, I might be wearing my yoga pants on the bottom and my sweater on top. That way I can hop in and get my yoga done at any time that I have a second to break away from my desk today. So anyway, let's get to behind the scenes. Okay, so today, what am I working on? So, as a business owner, what I'm working on today is I hopped on. One of my assistants was kind of having an issue. We're doing an integration for our CRM, which is called the Workforce Hub. If you don't know about it, you'll hear more about it on these lives. You can hop on our website, www.virtualworkhorseteam.com. Throughout my 10 years of being a small business owner and 25 years experience of running small businesses behind the scenes, a CRM was my first way to streamline a small business. I would always come in and be like, "Oh, this like your stuff is inefficient. Let me fix it for you." And that was the first thing I would do. And so now I have my own way of helping them go into a CRM instead of just finding one that works well for them. But anyway, so we're putting a large client that we have, we're doing a bunch of integrations to where their email will come in. And this is for their sales process. And so the email will come in for their sales leads and it'll automatically create a contact in their CRM, and then it will go from there and create an opportunity in their pipelines. And so their pipeline has 14 stages and it will automatically go ahead and go into the first stage. And so one of my assistants is creating the first step for that to happen. And so she was kind of stuck in a spot of making the initial integration. And so I immediately hopped on a call with her and said, "What's up? Where are you stuck at? Let's get this taken care of." We had a question for the client. So I hopped on a client call and I said, "Hey, here's the question that we have. What is the exact email that these are coming in from? Is it this email or that email?" Because her client was confused, and so we needed to get some clarification. So as my day started with the intent on working on my webinar pre-party for today, it got sidetracked, and that's okay. That's part of being a business owner. So, but now here I am sitting at my desk talking to you guys, and I am. Let me see, share screen. What I want to do is share my screen and show you what I'm about to do in and so this, hopefully I'm sharing the right screen here because as you know, as entrepreneurs, we all have minimum of 3, right? And so here is just a simple, as you can see, it has 1 trigger and 1 email because it was just for a pre-party that I'm calling it, right? Because every good event has a pre-party. And it's just an email inviting them to the pre-party, which is today, and that's the pre-party to my email to my webinar Thursday. And so here was the email, and this has already gone out inviting them. But what I want to do is because what I did was I focused mainly on the webinar, and this was kind of an afterthought. I didn't really put together too much for the pre-party. And so what I want to do is I kind of want to send out another email about the pre-party. And so I'm going to go ahead and put together another email about this. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here. I'm not even going to create a workflow. I'm just going to come in here and go to my contacts and just send out a one-off email to my contacts. And so what I'm going to do is filter anyone that has a tag for my webinar. Let's see, my tag is webinar registered. And so the tag is webinar registered. Okay, yes, these are the people. And we have, I believe there's 20. Okay, so there's 18 people. And so basically we're just going to, we can either send them a text or an email, but I've already sent them a text message. They have a text message coming out to them today to remind them about Thursday. So I'm just going to send them an email. I don't already have a template created for this, and so I'm just going to go ahead and send them a one-off email today. Whoops, I can't type today. Okay, and we'll give them the contact first name. It's just going to be short and sweet. And I'll just remind them today at 3 p.m. is our, let's see how we want to word it, pre-event to our Thursday Dream Big webinar. Are you coming? Dive into our dream section of our workbook together. For those of you that haven't said your dreams out loud or haven't even given them much thought. Okay, so basically what I did, let's see. We'll take that. Okay. So, okay. So let's go. Let me get the Zoom link real quick. And so basically what that is for us to think about what you want your year to look like, but not only your year, but really your life. Like, and how many times have we like created goals, set goals, and just come up short? And so, because what I think we're missing is the strategies behind hitting those goals. And so that's one thing that we're going to work on is like actually um hitting the goals with the strategies that we create behind those. And so we're going to look back at like 2024 in the past year and see what those goals were that you had, and what goals did you not hit, and that's okay. We all set goals that we don't make, and so we don't need to be hard on ourselves for that. But what we'll do is we'll look and see, well, what were the reasons why we didn't hit those goals? Were there stressors? What were the roadblocks? What strategies didn't we have in place? What could we have had in place that would have helped us make those goals? Maybe it's a support system, maybe it's something in our business that we need. Things like that. And so that's what this webinar is all about. And so the reason I'm calling it Dream Big is because I'm tired of playing small, and I don't want you to play small anymore. And so I want you to think big. My sign over here, Dream Big. I want you guys to think about that and what you can dream about. And so enough about my webinar. So what else am I working on behind the scenes today? So behind the scenes today, I have to get back on with my assistant Megna, who's like my right hand. We're going to be working a little bit more on the integration with our clients' email for her sales pipeline. So we're going to be working on that, scheduling some calls to train their sales team on how to use that when that's completed. We set up a whole custom CRM for them for their sales pipeline. And so we've done 2 sales trainings with them so far, but we have to schedule one more when this phase is complete. The reason we did it in phases was because we did not want to overwhelm them with a huge rollout of, like, here's this, and this, and now you have to use it. And they were like, we didn't even have a CRM before. We were barely using a spreadsheet. so that's why we do it in little pieces. And so then I have a BNI meeting tomorrow where we have our BNI broken up into power teams. And so our B2B power team is meeting tomorrow. And so myself and someone else are kind of co-leaders in that. And so we need to kind of look and see what our agenda is for that. So, and I'm recording a podcast for #Mom Talk today, which is my podcast. So if you're a mompreneur and you want to hop on my podcast, where we talk about the joys, the struggles, and everything in between of being a mompreneur, hop into my DMs and we'll send you the form to fill out, where we'll talk about that. And I would love to have you. And if you want to talk about behind the scenes and get on behind the scenes on YouTube Live one day, let me know. I would love to have you. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed behind the scenes today. If there's a topic or something that you want to see me create in my CRM, let me know. We do automations. We focus on client onboarding journeys, automated client onboarding journeys, client relations, your client relations being automated, funnels, webinar funnels, different sales funnels, and yeah, so that's pretty much it. There's a lot of other things that we can do in there, but we'll focus on that right now and go from there. Have a good day.